Hello, hi, my name is Jess Marie. Welcome to my channel. And I'm going to, based on the title, you already know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to talk about something that I've already talked about before. And I want to talk about it again because I think it's so important and why I'm seeing results in my life and why I'm seeing success in my life right now. And that is having a consistent morning routine. Now, consistency doesn't always mean having the same structure, but waking up at the same time every morning. If you're like me and you have to wake up early in the morning because you have kids or you have a job that starts at a certain time, I had a job once that started at 6:30 in the morning. I would wake up at 5 and do my yoga, do my journaling. I was an artist at the time, so maybe I would just look at some things that I was working on to have an idea, and throughout my workday, I could go mentally say, this is where I'm at, and this is how I can progress in this painting, or this is what it needs more of or less of. And it's just a way to prime the mind, body, and spirit for the day. One thing that I've learned, non-negotiable for a morning routine, is having a journal and journaling every day. You don't have to write 3 pages every day. I learned this from a book called The Artist's Way, and I wish I knew who's by. I could run and get the book, but then I'd have to stop this, start over. I'm not doing that. But there was a book, and it was a 12-week program, essentially, where, that was funny. There was 2 non-negotiables. One of them was journaling every day, and she wanted you to write 3 pages to get writer's block out. You could journal for 10 minutes, have a clock, an analog clock. Try not to be on your phone first thing in the morning. We do it anyway. It's okay. Try to journal for 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be about anything specific. Get that brain moving. Get your thoughts out. Sometimes writing about your dreams. Are you dreaming? I don't know. And one of the beautiful things about journaling is you can come back to it years down the road. Today I wrote in my journal, what did I write in my journal? I remember yesterday I only wrote maybe like 6 lines. It was not a lot, and I was like, nope, I just want to go straight into reading my books. I don't want to write this morning. Today I know I was very vulnerable. I was talking about my bitterness in life and how I speak to certain people who I'm closest to, and how I need to speak in kindness and act in kindness and love a little bit more freely, not conditionally. So I was writing about that and problem solving ways to go around that. The day before, I wrote about my dreams, and I read my dream catalog, I don't know what you call that, a little dream interpreter book, and wrote about what my dream could possibly mean. And funny enough, now that I have time to reflect on it, my dream from that night was about being on a boat, and what it can symbolize is problem solving through the conscious and subconscious. And now that I'm reflecting, and first thing I wrote this morning was being kind, being genuine to the people that I love most, because typically when if we have this demeanor of kindness in the world, and we have this built up frustration or anger or bitterness in life, we take it out on the ones we love most. Women, I'm sure you could probably relate to this, of getting upset with your mom in high school or pre-teens of something so arbitrary, of her not doing something right, or you being frustrated, or she doesn't have the money, so she's like, we're going to Walmart to buy clothes, and you're like, I can't wear Walmart clothes because everybody will know and it'll be embarrassing. That was my life growing up. And also shoes not fitting because I have size 10 wide feet, so shoes never fit, and it was always a frustration, right? So I would say journaling. Oh, I know where that light came on. I was like, there's a light coming on in the house, but I know where it's from. So journaling, I think, is non-negotiable in my life. First thing I do, make coffee, pour a glass of water, drink my water, and start writing in my journal. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be a lot, but get that brain moving. What are you thinking about? The morning is quiet, and you have a clean slate to think about your day. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking about? Spend time just analyzing, what are my first couple thoughts in the day? What am I starting my day with? Am I starting my day with a cycle of thought pattern? If so, and that's a negative thought pattern of, okay, I need to get cleaning done today. Okay, I need to run a couple errands. Oh, I need to message so-and-so back. Oh, I need to call so-and-so. That constant living in the future. What am I feeling today? What does my body feel like today? Check in with the self. Spend some time checking in with the self. This is a perfect time to reprogram thought, to get things done in the day. My thoughts first thing in the morning are usually quite gibberish, and lately, because I have been training for boxing, I have been thinking about, okay, what am I training this morning? What am I training before Levon gets up? How am I doing it? What does it look like? Is there any kind of music that I want to listen to? Okay, what is my meals throughout the day? What is my intensity level of my workout? Do I need to have a little bit more carb because I'm burning that amount of protein, or burning that amount of carb expenditure? Do I need to restock my carb stores? Whoa, sorry, that shadow tripped me out there. So that's still kind of living in the future, I would say, but also in my first 2 hours of the day, is the lighting shifting? The lighting is totally shifting and it's tripping me out. And then I also, movement helps so much in the first hour in the day. Just, it doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to be, some days you feel better than others. If you're waking up stiff and sore, do a little bit of a spinal rotation. Get that spine activated. Cat-cow is so good. Cat-cow, forward fold, lifting the knees up towards the chest, doing arm circles, things to get the blood flowing to your joints it's so important, especially if you're driving to work. If you have to drive more than 20 minutes to work, do some exercise. Get that blood flowing. If you're not moving a lot through the day because of the job that you have, get some exercise in. It doesn't have to be lifting weights. It doesn't have to be something extreme or fancy or anything like that. But getting that body moving first thing in the morning, for me, non-negotiable. Because if I don't move my body, it sets myself up for a cranky day, because my body, I am very much like a dog where I need to be run. I need to move. And if I don't have that first thing in the morning, it sets me up for a lot of frustration. So journaling, non-negotiable. Exercise, non-negotiable. For me in my life, and where I see success, is doing these things and having this semi-consistent morning routine. And I say semi-consistent because you don't have to do it half an hour of journaling, half an hour. I also read every morning. I journal and then I read. Sometimes it's like yesterday, I didn't want to journal. I just wanted to read. So I wrote a little bit of, hey, I don't feel like doing this today, but I just want to say hi. I just want to check in with myself, and I'm peacing. And that's good enough for me. That makes me feel, where's my coffee? That makes me feel good. That makes me feel like, okay, I still put in that effort. Another thing that I've been doing because I don't have time through the rest of my day is I need to film. And I do this as my own video log of just having this physical time capsule that I can go back, and maybe my kids can go back, or other people can tune in and see my journey of where I'm going for the next 18 months. And eventually, once I feel a little bit more confident, I'll start sharing my training routines and what I have going on with that. But I think it's, for me, I want to have something great. I want to go through something amazing. I want to go through adversities, and I want to accomplish something before I'm 30 and before I have more kids, and something of this high intensity of doing training for boxing and wanting to be in a fight, wanting, not a physical fight out in the street, but I want to be in the ring, and I want my face to be punched. And that's just a funny thing in reference to other videos that I've made. But I do think it's so important to have a morning routine. With your breakfast, eat protein. Doesn't matter if you're weightlifting or not. Protein is so important, especially first thing in the morning, because as you sleep, your body breaks down muscle, and to get that activated, move the body a little bit and get some protein in your body, because it'll help replenish the stores. It will promote muscle retention, keeping your muscles. I say that not as a nutritionist. I have a background in minor kinesiology, so I know a little bit about wellness of the body and maintaining muscle and taking care of the body. That is something I'm very passionate about and I love, and that's where a lot of my frustration comes, is when people aren't taking care of themselves and I'm like, I just want to help, and you're not helping yourself. So yeah, that's where I'm at today. And yeah, I just want to say, like, I care. I wouldn't say this if I didn't care, and if I didn't see results in it, I wouldn't be sharing, because I want us all to be progressing forward. Because if we all progress forward, if we all have positive mindsets, think of the frequency around us, think of the energy around us, and how that would just be tenfold. It would be amazing if we all had that moment in the day to check in with ourselves, to realize that we are all going through something. We all have things that we're going through, and the kindness that we'll share throughout the world, if we all just had that moment, had that time, or made that time. We all have that time. I have the same 24 hours that you have, and I want to see us all succeed, and I want us to succeed together. Whatever it is that we're doing, whatever it is that we want in our lives, doesn't matter. I just want us all to succeed and find something that we love, and be love in the world, right? So if you made it this far, thank you so much for listening. I don't mean to tell you what to do, but I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. My name is Jess Marie. Bye.